back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, currently it's about 7:10 p.m. Eastern time. The price of Bitcoin is at 113,366. And we have a weekly candle close today at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so less than an hour, and also the daily candle close. So let's go over these charts. Starting over here with the weekly candle. Last week we had the topping tail. A few weeks ago we had another topping tail, and after then we kind of went sideways, went down. I'm kind of expecting the same thing here. So far this candle is red. We closed in about 50 minutes. 21 moving average is at 105,264. I expect that to move up a little bit when the candle closes, because the stochastics are on the way down, the RSI is on the way down. We got a little wick coming back up, but we're still below a lot of this strength up here. We cannot get above like 118k with strength, 119k. So it looks like we might be having more downside. If we take a brief look at the other time frames, the 6-day chart, we still have a lot of room to come down on the stochastics. We're trying to stay above this 21 moving average at 109,720. The 5-day chart still has room to come down. On the 4-day chart, we still have room to come down. On the 3-day chart, we rolled over. We lost the 21 moving average. That's at 115,180. So the next stop might be the 50 moving average. That's at 104, 105,000. A lot of signals have been showing that maybe we want to go over there. On the 2-day chart, we also rolled over. We're getting low on the stochastics, but it's still going to take a while before we could round up. We're bouncing off the 50 moving average. That's at 111,571. Now on the daily, this is looking bad. The stochastics were low. We reset. It looked like we were going up, but look at this. It's kind of curving over now. It looks like we might curve unless we get some crazy news tomorrow that could help us out and bring us up. Look, what I'm not liking is here we were above the 21. We lost it with this big gigantic red engulfing candle. We were trying to stay above the 21. We lost it. We lost the 50. We came all the way down to the 80. Then we got this big green engulfing candle, made it slightly above the 21 moving average, and then we lost it right away. And not only did we lose the 50, not only did we lose the 80 where we had support, but we actually went today all the way down below the 100 moving average, which was at 110,668. So for all this time I've been claiming, you know, we're going to range from 110 to 120. We finally hit the 110 range. The only thing that's positive here is that we wicked back up immediately, you know, and we're back at 113. So that's showing that the bulls have a lot of support at 110 and they don't want to give up that position. So that's looking good. But look, this is kind of like a reverse topping here, like Adam and Eve. Usually it's like the V and then the circle on top, but it's kind of reversed. This gives us the measure move basically to go to this 200 moving average at 100,000. So again, we're showing strength here, but I can't get fooled that we got up with this wick with the 100 moving average, because if we backtrack here a little bit, this doesn't mean it has to happen, but it's a good indication that maybe something like this could happen. As you can see here, we had something similar where we wicked up from the 100 moving average, this blue line, and even though we had strength, what ended up happening, we fell down, we went sideways, boom, touched the 200. Try to come back up again, and then we stayed under the 200 for a while. This is when, you know, we went all the way down to about 74k sometime like in April, that things were getting bad. People were quoting 60k, 50k again, even 30k I was hearing, and then we made it back up. So it happened there. It could happen here. We come back down, touch the 200 somewhere around here, and maybe we play around here for a while and then come up. Hopefully this is a sign of strength and not a sign of weakness. Now on the other time frames, 22-hour chart, we're rolling over. We tested the 200 moving average. We went below it for a little bit. Now we're trying to see if we could come up, but these stochastics being so high is not looking good. 12-hour chart, same thing, we're rolling over. 10-hour chart, rolling over. We lost the 200 moving average here. That's bearish. 8-hour chart on the way down. We are losing the 200 moving average as well. 6-hour chart, we've been lost the 200 moving average. We lost the 21. Stochastics on the way down. And the 4-hour chart here, we still have room to continue going down on the stochastics. The RSI here is pointing up. This could possibly roll over. Now, yesterday I left you guys with a possible falling wedge. This looked beautiful at the time, but close but no cigar. We never made it. We never were able to make it back above this 200 moving average. So this is an invalid pattern. Unfortunately, we got spanked here with this pattern. It didn't work out. We rolled over. We lost the 21 moving average. Now, what are the chances that you know, we're going to get back above the 21 moving average. The stochastics still have room to come down. Even if they reset, we still have resistance here. So technically we haven't lost the double bottom with a candle body. We lost it with the wick. So maybe we still have some hope to continue going up from here. Maybe this could be this was also a double bottom here that played out, but again, no strength, we fell down. Maybe this could be another double bottom, one bottom, and maybe we're gonna form the other bottom here. The thing is, we need to stay above this bigger flag, because this right here, this movement is the breakout of this bigger flag. And now it looks like we might be going back into the flag. Like we tapped it here with this wick. We go back in here, now the top of this flag becomes resistance, and all of this that happened doesn't really mean anything. We basically lost all those gains. So we have to hope that we could double bottom here now and come back up into this flag. But right now everything is looking bearish. On the 3-hour chart, the stochastics are reset. Maybe this could get us out of the mud. It's hard to say. The 21 moving average is at 115. You know, we're at 113,500 right now, so we're not too far. The 1-hour chart, we have room to go up, but there's going to be resistance here on the 21 moving average at 114,330. The 15-minute chart, we're losing the 21 moving average at the moment. Stochastics are getting toppy. So same thing, guys. All I can say is right now I still see us ranging from 110 to 120. Maybe tomorrow we get some good news, something along those lines, maybe this week, and maybe we do range back up to 120. But will we have the strength to continue going up past there, or will we come down? To be honest, this daily chart does have me a little bit concerned just with this double top here. And like I said, that measured move, if it's not to the 200 moving average, is going to be very close. And I'm not liking that we kind of got down to that 100 moving average. So let's see what this week is going to bring us. But the weekly chart right now does not look good either, just because there is more downside according to the stochastics RSI. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next